Have you ever felt invisible? Like no matter how hard you try, no one really notices? This is the story of a boy who believed he was ordinary, until one quiet choice changed his life forever. Arav was not the loudest child in the classroom. He was not the fastest runner, nor the smartest speaker. He was quiet, observant, and often unnoticed. As he sat near the window every day, watching the world go by, Arav slowly began to believe something about himself, that he was ordinary. And in his young heart, ordinary felt invisible. At school, Arav tried his best. He listened carefully, completed his work, and followed every rule. Yet praise always went to someone else. Someone quicker, someone louder, someone more confident. Each time another name was called, Arav's shoulders sunk just a little more. He wondered if effort mattered. When talent seemed to shine brighter. At home, Arav overheard conversations that were never meant to hurt him. Stories of cousins who topped exams, of children who spoke boldly and stood out. No one noticed the quiet boy sitting alone in his room. No one saw how those words stayed with him long after the room fell silent. That night, Arav whispered into the darkness, "I wish I was special." One morning, the teacher made an announcement. "There will be a school project," she said. "You must identify a problem and try to solve it in your own way." Excitement filled the classroom. Ideas flew from desk to desk. But Arav stared at his notebook. His mind was full of questions. And doubt. What if I fail again? He thought. Days passed, and Arav had not begun. He noticed how easily others moved forward. Some borrowed ideas. Some copied work. Some found shortcuts. No one seemed to mind. No one seemed to fail. For the first time, Arav saw an easy way out, one that required no struggle. And no courage. Late one night, Arav sat alone at his desk. His notebook lay open. So did a screen filled with answers he could copy. His heart was restless. He paused and asked himself a simple question. If I succeed this way, will it truly be mine? In that quiet moment, Arav made a decision. Not a loud one. Not a brave-looking one. Just an honest one. The days that followed were hard. Ideas failed. Mistakes piled up. Confidence wavered. But Arav did not stop. Each mistake taught him something. Each failure pushed him forward. For the first time, he realized that growth does not feel good at first. It feels uncomfortable. The day of the presentation arrived. Projects were polished. Voices were confident. When Arav's name was called, his hands trembled. His work was not perfect, but it was honest. As he spoke, he shared not just his results, but his effort, and for the first time, he stood without fear. The classroom grew quiet. The teacher listened carefully. Then she smiled. "This," she said gently, "is what real learning looks like." Applause followed. Soft, sincere, unexpected. Arav didn't feel proud because he was the best. He felt proud because he was true to himself. Nothing magical happened overnight. Arav didn't suddenly become the top student. Life didn't become easier. But something inside him had changed. He no longer feared being ordinary. Because he understood that effort has a power of its own. And that power begins with one choice. Years passed, and Arav grew older. Challenges followed him into adulthood. But so did confidence. Whenever life tempted him to take shortcuts, he remembered that quiet night. The night he chose effort over ease. And every time, that choice guided him forward. This story reminds us of something important. You don't need to be extraordinary to succeed. You only need the courage to try honestly. To parents, praise effort, not comparison. To children, never underestimate the power of one right decision. Because sometimes, one small choice can change everything. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And keep watching Junior.U, where stories help families grow together.